Good morning everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Burb Files. Getting a bit of an earlier start in today, which is good. Just gonna get my coffee in. So today I want to get the rest of this front end pulled apart and start cleaning it out. So there's actually not too much really, should all come apart pretty quick, as long as I think some of the bolts look pretty rusty and whatnot, but it definitely shouldn't be too bad. If we can get it all apart and start getting it ready to prime up today, I'll be pretty happy with that. Let's finish this coffee and then sink into it. Alrighty guys, so check it out, got the front done. Just finished getting it all disassembled. There's a heap of little brackets and stuff everywhere bolted on for the brake lines and whatnot. So I've just gone through and tried to label everything as I take it apart. I've got plenty of photos too. Before anything came apart, I just took photos from all different angles so I can make sure everything goes back to as factory looking as possible. So some of these bits are actually going to be a bit niggly to get into, but we'll clean it up as best we can. But now I'll get ready to do the messy part again, and I'll probably take it back to about here, try and get it all wire buffed to like here, get that part. I'd like to get it wire buffed and primed tonight if I can. So we'll get stuck into it. And that wire buffing is painstaking. We're getting absolutely covered in shite. So it's actually looking pretty good. I just need to go through now with the little brush and get in all the little nooks and crannies. Use the one on the die grinder and that little hand brush. So just make sure I get all the little nooks and crannies. I need to get up inside here as best I can too. Get all cleaned up in there. All those little gaps in there. So I think it's probably going to be a little while yet, just with all the little finicky corners, make sure it's mint. But it's definitely looking good. I reckon I'll definitely be able to get primer on up until, might go just behind these lower arm mounts, and then I know in front of the front half suspension's done, and then I'll go from there to there next, probably do the middle section. Have to remove all those fuel lines and brake lines as well. Wasn't really planning on pulling it that far apart, I was just going to paint past all of them, but if this far apart, may as well do it properly. So get those little niggly bits done and then we can get some paint on. Okay, so I'm happy with how it cleaned up. I just gave it a big blowout, blew out all inside the chassis rails and everything. got all in here with that wire brush all nicely. So I'm gonna get a squirt of the rust converter on and see how she looks. Alrighty guys, super pumped on how this is starting to look. It's still got that purpley tinge to it because it's still, paint's still drying. So just actually, yeah, can't wait to see how it looks once it's got the gloss black on there. It's gonna be mint, having the chassis all looking mint. Can't wait. But while I'm waiting for that to dry, I figured I may as well pull out the steering box out into the driveway and I'll give it a water blast. And just give the whole steering setup a water blast. I'm going to be getting new tie rod ends and probably new drag links and stuff, but I'll get the steering box and whatnot all water blast. Probably maybe give it a clean up and a paint as well. So, and then I can probably bolt that on pretty soon once I get this front bit painted. So we'll hook into that. Alrighty, so that water blasted up not too bad. That pitman arm actually still looks in good condition and feels nice and smooth, so might be able to keep the same pitman arm, just new tie rod ends and everything. But with that drying and that drying, I'm probably going to call it a day in here for today and sink back into it tomorrow. Maybe get some chassis black on the front half of this and probably clean that up and paint it as well, and then that way when they're dry I can start bolting them on. Pretty much now I can start working back and painting and reassembling as I go. So I wouldn't mind even the brake lines, some of the brake lines and stuff, where are they? Over here. Have gone like quite surface rusty. So I'll probably scotch bright them. Maybe paint, I've got some silver there. Maybe repaint all the brake lines silver just so they look nice. But yeah, so cheers for checking out this episode guys, and hopefully back tomorrow with another one. Woo!